Good morning. Hello. Welcome to our practice for today. We are in February, the month of Guanyin in the Mount Shasta Goddess Temple. And it has been so far a really illuminating month as we've been working with the poems of Guanyin as our oracles and the 33 forms of Guanyin found in the Lotus Sutra, described in the Lotus Sutra. So today we're on Guanyin number 12 in the Lotus Sutra. I don't think we'll make it through all 33 forms within the month of February because we don't have 33 days, but we'll make it through as many as we can. So we have this beautiful image of Guanyin today. Let's see if I can get it. Oh gosh, this is so hard. I wish I could show you this art properly, but it's not like super easy to do that. There we go. There's a lot of kind of glare. And the key word is mercy. Guanyin stands on a mountain, holding the nectar vase in her left hand and the essence pearl in her right. She is deeply touched by the suffering of all beings, and she distributes her universal compassion to every one of them, because in her view, they're all equal. Guanyin's river of mercy reaches not only the sentient beings on our earth, but the whole universe. Those who devote themselves with bountiful trust may achieve liberation. Devotion and trust must, however, be truly experienced and originate from our hearts. They're of no use if we use them rationally as strategic tools. When we are asked to actively practice compassion, it means by supporting others. When we fulfill our tasks in the world, we must not look on them as our personal achievements, but as contributions to the benefit of everyone. And here's a quote from the Lotus Sutra. Perceiver of the world's sounds, pure sage, to those in suffering, in danger of death, she can offer aid and support. Endowed with all benefits, she views living beings with compassionate eyes. Tune in to Guanyin of universal compassion when you consider your work and actions in this world so that you may deepen them. Recognize the ways in which you devote yourself to the universal stream of mercy, thereby gaining energy and trust. Oh, let me put the lawful neutral bookmark. And now let's see what our divination board has to say today. Number 100. The last word. Buddha and the gods speak the highest truth in oracles. The stupid man lies and turns his back on it all. Dear reader, I beg you to go the whole way with this. There's no time left to hope for better things. Let's see what the Chris Wen Chao Lee translation of this poem says. Our outlook is warning. The deities have told it all, but some idiot grows confused and misinterprets his fate. Rather than ask the gods to tell your fortune, better just to sit at home and wait. A detailed fortune slip, which gives you advance warning of all that is to come, namely, stay put, do not make any sudden moves today. Wait for the right moment to come to you. Play conservative, Don't make any changes today. In all matters, you should wait until the time is ripe. And finally, a sign from heaven. Heaven gave you an important sign. You threw it away and listened to a fool. Put things to proof. Submit to the ordeal. Separate wheat from chaff by divination. There is the time of seed and a time of a hidden pearl. Rely on the ancestors' wisdom. A special fate. You had the gift and refused it. Now you must search again for the treasure you threw away. Advice to the wayfarer. Take no action. Let things run on naturally. Wait until the situation changes, for the stars are against you right now. Be patient, for the sun always follows the moon, and the sun is peeking over the horizon in a moment. Do nothing. Use this time to think over your situation, your household, your marriage, and your business opportunities. Find the hidden creative energy. Make plans so that you can take advantage of chances when they're offered. Find what you can do to make your significant relationships happy again. Above all, keep a cool head. Even the protector cannot help a fool who throws away a priceless treasure. We are in the 15 miracle days after the Lunar New Year. And in these days, we experience ease and restfulness, hopefully. I know that in the West, it's not as easy to do that because the culture isn't built around that kind of restfulness and ease, but it's still possible for us to find a way each day to cultivate some space for that. And it's important, it seems, from today's divination that we lie low, that we think about, especially one through thread in all three translations is think about time when the universe may have handed you an opportunity that you accidentally cast away, thinking that it wouldn't be good or acting on the advice of another person. You may have a path that you've embarked on in your own activities that, was not necessarily the right path. It doesn't mean you're wrong for taking the risk and trying. It just means that, there is a path that will allow you to flourish. And then there's the path where you're sort of fighting your whole way along because you're listening to your will or to the advice of others rather than listening to, in a surrendered way, the messages from the divine that are coming through. It's easy to get stubborn in the face of oracles. I, as a reader for many years now, have had people time and again come to me for advice. I give them advice, then they walk away, and then they do exactly what they weren't supposed to do, and then they come back and they say, I did the thing that I wasn't supposed to do. And then we have to work to correct whatever imbalance has come as a result of that. The universe will deliver you the signs that you need to see. Using divination as a way to make sense of those signs is the right way to use divination. Sometimes people use divination as a way to fight out their own sense of rebellion, and they feel like they need to rebel against what the diviner says rather than go with it. But why get a divination if you're not planning to go with it? So let's pay attention today to whatever signs arise naturally in the landscape of our awareness that give us an opportunity to assess decisions that we've made in the past, maybe mistakes we've made in the past, circumstances that have caused pain, and to look at where did we actually diverge from the more receptive, surrendered way of being into a more kind of, I guess you might say, willful way of being. Oh, and thank you so much for letting me know, Jessai. She can only find me live on YouTube today. I don't know why, because I'm here and I see folks on Facebook and I see folks on the Goddess Temple app, but you know, when this Mercury retrograde is over, I think everyone is going to breathe a sigh of relief. I know I sure will. So we're going to spend some time deeply listening today, and not make any sudden moves, and maybe not make any big decisions, and maybe not turn against any good advice that we receive or divination that we receive. Let's instead today try to really listen deeply and receive, and not make any big decisions. Most decisions and activities can wait until tomorrow. And we're within these 15 miracle days where we're supposed to be watching for the signs and just being at ease. So let's do it. So that's our short bit for today. If that's what you were here for, thank you for coming. And now we're going to start Guanyin practice. We're going to begin with 3 prostrations before the shrine. And let's take refuge. Namo Guru Be. I take refuge in the inner teacher. Namo Buddhaye. I take refuge in the great mother of compassion. Namo Dharmaye. I take refuge in the wisdom of the ages. Namo Sanghaye. I take refuge in the community of practitioners. And let's set our intention today. Let's hold Michael, who lost his beloved wife, Nancy, this week. And anyone else who's suffering with a significant loss this week. And let's recite the 4 immeasurables. May I be a source of loving kindness in this world and all worlds, bringing a generous heart to all my thoughts and doings. May I be a vehicle of compassion in this world and all worlds, ever mindful and aware of the tremendous suffering of others. May I be a brimming vessel of joy in this world and all worlds, delighting in the happiness of others as their suffering is alleviated. May I be a balance point of equanimity in this world and all worlds, seeing all as equals and all as deserving of goodness. Let's make our offerings. I light this candle as a symbol of the enlightening Dharma way. May it shine brightly for the benefit of all beings. I light this incense as an offering for Guan Yin, she who hears the cries of the world, mother of all. Omahum. 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 Reverently I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind, and present clouds of every type of offering, actual and virtual. I confess all my destructive actions accumulated since beginningless time, and rejoice in the meditation of all holy and ordinary beings. Please, Guan Yin, remain until the end of samsaric existence, and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate my own merits and those of others to the great enlightenment. "108 recitations of Namo Guan Yin Pusa as we awaken that universal compassion and dedicate all of our good and difficult, or all of our opportunities and all of our struggles to the benefit of all beings. Namo Guan Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Yin Pusa. Namo Guan Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Yin Pusa. Namo Guan Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Yin Pusa. Namo Guan Yin Pusa, 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 Namo Guan Yin Pusa. Namo Guan Yin Pusa, 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 南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨。南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨。南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨。南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨。南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨。南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨。南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨。南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨。南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨，南无观世音菩萨。南无观世音菩萨。 Real trust and devotion happen when we reach a place in ourselves with our own practice where the magic that is happening within and the magic that is happening in the outside world come together. So when we have those connections, when magic within ourselves meets the magic in the world around us, and we're able to see that it's all part of one seamless flowing magic, and that we are part of that, and that that is part of us, that is when the real devotion arises. And it arises spontaneously, it arises naturally. We feel excited about the magic that's happening, and we feel wonder and we feel awe. And we should never lose that. You know, let's never become so confident and familiar in our magic that we would lose that sense of awe at the beautiful, natural co-arising of our own spirit and the spirits in the world around us. When those two things come together and it's perfect, like the perfect coincidence or the perfect interdependent co-arising, that feeling of awe and humbleness and respect and how precious it is, that is the real feeling of devotion that can be such a powerful motivator for us and such a powerful antidote to lesser states of being. So when in doubt, when in fear, remember the magic. 108 recitations of Om Mani Padme Hum as we share that magic with everyone, absolutely everyone. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And let's give thanks for our teachers. May all of my blessed teachers enjoy long, happy, healthy, productive lives and great support for their good works. May all beings benefit from their wisdom. May they enjoy a swift and happy rebirth. And long life prayer for Lama Dechen Yeshe Wangmo. Om Sosti. Through the powerful blessings of the immortal Pema Jungye and his consort, may the three secret qualities of the Dakini of Supreme Bliss, Yeshe Wangmo, be utterly stable, and may the light of her activities shine on the lotus groves of the teachings and of beings, so that they blossom in radiant splendor. And let's dedicate the merit. May the merit of this practice and all of my activities be of endless benefit to all beings in all realms, beginningless and continuous. May all obstacles be overcome and suffering cease at the sound of liberation. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all beings have happiness and its causes. May we carry the essence of Guanyin in our hearts. Namo Guanxin Pusa. And we close with a bow to Guanyin, bow to one another, and a bow to the inner teacher. And wishing everyone a really good day. Do drop your counts in the comments so that I can record them. And we will be back tomorrow. And don't do any sudden moves today. We're just going to chill and relax and observe the signs. Okay, bye.